show you I'll show you the bush and I'll show you what I mean. This flower, we call that sailor cap.
The sailor cap?
Sailor cap. That is very good if you have high blood. Boil that about 3 days, and then you drink the water from that.
How long do you boil it? And
well, you boil it about a half hour.
Half hour? And then you can drink it.
Then you can drink it.
How many times a day do you drink it?
Well, you drink it once a day.
Once a day? And then you drink it for about how many days?
Well, you drink it, as soon as you start drinking it, you feel relief.
And then
you get relief.
And then you stop, or?
And then you stop.
I noticed this is the white sailor cap.
Sailor cap.
The red one?
The red one, I got some of the red ones up on the hill.
And do you have, is there a doctor or nurse who comes by periodically to check how you're doing, and so they can check your blood pressure?
Yeah, but others, you have to go to them.
You have to go to them?
Yeah, they live down in the Coben Town area.
The reason I ask that is sometimes I know they travel around.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes that is in case if you you're not able to, if you have no way else to get to them, and you're sick, well, they will come.
I see. So you can tell pretty much when your blood pressure is better, just how you feel.
Just how you feel, yeah.
How do you what does it feel like when you can tell when it's feeling better?
And then you feel your body doesn't have that weakness. Body doesn't have that pain. And the greatest of all of them is SMC water. They I just met this morning, and I just said every morning when they came through cold.
Do you want to describe that, what you do in the morning about going down to the sea, and like you told us before about going in at low tide?
When the tide falling like it is now. I learned that from the elder people.
I see.
You know, sometimes I come in contact with so many of them. I see them have the leg bind up from here, from the top, go to the bottom. I asked a lady one day, I said, well, why are you all always bind up your leg like that and walking the stick? She said, son, if you live long enough, she said, you'll be able to tell someone the story. She said, because this old arthritis I got, she said, only one thing will cure that is seawater, falling tide. As the tide falls, said the pain go to sea. And I tried that idea. And that idea is very brilliant, very good.
That's good to know. When we came down here on the plane, we met a woman who was born in Nassau, and she said that she used to go down to the sea when the tide was going out in the morning.
But I must say, I expel the goodness of going in the sea. And a lot of people start going, who could go? They start catching that seawater. That's the only remedy. You go to the doctor give you a shot. As soon as that die off, same thing. That's rheumatism. And that's what they call it, arthritis.
Arthritis.
Yeah. Very dangerous compared.
So when you go down to the sea, it keeps you moving too.
Keep you moving. Sometimes I take a dive and I kick him and put him in the water. I try to kick with your pants.
Do you want to show us some other plants here that you use?
Oh yeah. I got a lot to show you.
All right.
We got to go further up.
All right.
Oh, now you're right here. This is the bottom one. We call this farm Bay Geranium.
Bay Geranium. Those are the lacy looking one. That, yes.
Bay Geranium?
I'm familiar with that.
You're familiar with that?
Yes, sir.
And you boil this Bay Geranium. I got an example across the road. So, but you mix it what you boil together. You got this Bay Geranium, Saab bush, horse bush. You don't care how bad you fluid. And you boil those three, mix it together. So gone.
Do you ever use the Bay Geranium alone?
Oh no.
Oh no?
You boil this Bay Geranium with bush,
The horse bush?
right down the road, sour bush,
Sour bush.
and the horse bush you find in this area.
I see.
You boil Bay Geranium, sour bush, and horse bush all together. When you drink that, you gotta close your eyes because if you look at it, it's so bitter. You ain't won't drink it. If you take a drink, you spill it on the ground because you're bitter, man. But that's good healing.
But you get used to it, and it. And what do you use that for? For your
Flu.
For the flu.
Flu, yeah.
So when you gather this to make your medicine, do you take how much do you take? Say a handful.
Just
of
a little of the Bay Geranium, about a couple leaves of the horse bush, and then a couple leaves of the sour bush.
And so you would use, when you say a little of this, it would be just a few leaves of this?
Just a few leaves.
And how big a pot would you put that in when you're boiling
Yeah,
it?
you gotta be a good pot, a big pot.
A big
You could
pot.
get about a little like this.
So this is about the amount you'd put in.
Right.
All right. And you put that all in the big pot with the other two.
But Gale of Wind and Saab bush and the Bay Geranium is the three mixes you boil together. And you put some sour lime, squeeze that in.
Now is the lime for the taste, or does that part of the medicine?
That's part of the medicine.
That's part of the medicine. Is the horse bush nearby? Right across the road here?
Across. I got some.
You got some by the house?
I got them since yesterday.
And the Gale of Wind is sort of a lacy looking plant, and is that right around here as well?
Oh yeah.
It is.
Yeah. This is a medicine. This is a Fortune Hill medicine.
I see.
You know, it's the only place you can get these bush medicine. Is in, well, some people call it holiday trap, and some people call it Fortune Hill. But the main name for here is holiday trap.
And this is the only place you can get these three medicines together?
Together, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
But you can find those plants individually at different parts of the island, is that right?
Different parts, but it's very scarce. But you can find that you will find on the other part of the island.
So you're very fortunate to have them all three.
Very fortunate. I live in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
It's a hospital area.
I see.
Everything you want, like medicine,
Uh-huh.
you can find it.
That's wonderful. You can find them all together here when you need them.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
man. That's so wonderful.
Are there other ones that you'd like to
Yeah.
show me?
These are very important ones I showed you now. Now,
This one over here,
this one of the trees, and all over there, is the same tree. Now you call them granny bush.
Granny bush. That's what it was looking like to me, that these are granny bushes right here
Right,
and over there.
right. And you know, in the olden days. Like when I was born, we didn't used to have what we call nice. We had some old people called granny. Granny. It's granny who put me to bed. My mother to bed. And up on that sand hill we call Blue Hill. And what those old people does, they boil that bush, the granny bush, along with some ashes. So like that wood over there, boil that until you get a lot of ashes.
What is the plant over there that you use with it? The
granny bush?
With it, what's the one you use with the granny bush?
Oh, the granny bush and ashes and salt.
I see.
Those granny, you know, they boil a big pot full of that.
So you take the granny bush, a little bit of salt,
right,
and some ashes.
Ashes, and boil that together. Three. And then they'll bathe the patient in that for about a week. And after they bathe a week, then the patient can get up because they healed from the same mixture, from the same way. You let it boil hot, and the old people they bathe them in that same water. And before they bathe them, they give them a drink from it.
So you take both a tea and a bath, and or bathe them with it.
Right. Right from the head.
From the head.
Straight down to the toe.
I see. And again, what do you use this for?
Well, that's after they use that on the lady after she gave up birth.
After she gives birth?
Delivered, yeah. But we got to go across the road now.
All right, great.
Because I had an outside kitchen.
I see.
And that's what we used to cook on. Outside kitchen.
Outside.
You know? And you could get your ashes from the firewood. That's what that's the firewood. That is all we had. They had no gas. They had no kerosene oil. But the firewood in the kitchen.
Also a lot cooler doing it that way.
Right, right.
Question about this plant here, what people call the railroad vine here, or some people call the railroad vine. Do you use that for anything? This one with the pink flower?
That's the pink flower. That's good for arthritis too.
That's good for arthritis. And how would you use that for arthritis?
Well, you boil it.
You boil it and make a tea, drink the tea. Just do you feel better, or do you?
Till you feel better.
Do you feel better?
As soon as you drink it, you feel a whole lot better. So you stop drinking it.
And usually, how long does that take till you start feeling better after you?
Well, just after you drink it, about an hour or two.
About an hour or two.
You feel a whole lot better.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is there another name that you use for this plant? I called it railroad vine, but
Well, that's what we call it.
That's what you call it. Sometimes people have different names for the different plants, and we're trying to make sure that we have all the different names that we can think of or that we hear of for the different plants. So Is there another one you'd like to show me over here?
We got this one, and that grass right there, we call it fever grass.
Oh yes. Can you point that out to me, please?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
So this is the fever grass.
Fever grass.
This is different than the fever grass that I was thinking of. This has a very thin leaf to it.
Yeah, that's the name we call it.
Fever grass. So it looks like you have a nice to have it here right near your house.
I got a whole hospital right there.
You've got a whole hospital here.
Hospital.
So what do you just use the fever grass for any kind of fever or?
Fever.
How much of that would you collect for?
Well, not just a little.
Just a little?
But you can make sure you gotta have limes.
I see.
Squeeze the juice in there. And a little salt.
Maybe show with your hand how much you would use of that to put in a pot.
Well, either could use that one, or one that put it down the road, got a larger leaf. So if this leaf is too small, you can choose from the one put it down the road.
I see. So there are two types of fever grass?
Right.
And which one do you use the most, or do you use?
The one down the road.
The one down the road.
Down by the plot, yeah.
So the one down the road has got a larger
leaf.
Much broader.
Right, much broader.
Yeah, the one I'm familiar with is like about a ½ inch or maybe 1.5 centimeters wide, something like that. So it's sort of that wide apart.
I think these ones down the road is like that.
I see. So you can use either one of these then?
Everyone. But the one down the road is best.
The one down the road is the best? Do you have to travel far down the road to get it? No?
Right around the bend there.
Around the bend, I see. Anything else you want to show me in your hospital here?
Yeah. I'd like to introduce you to this great hospital, man. The Holiday Track Hospital. If there's anything you need, like medicine, you find it right here.
Right here. I see, I thought I saw some love vine over there.
Yeah. Some over there. I got some from over by Mike yesterday.
I see. And what do you use that for?
Love vine?
Yes, sir.
Use the love vine, tree finger, camalony, strong bark. Boil all that together. I have the sample right across. You boil that. And I don't care how weak you is, after you drink that, you get strong again. So it's a lot of that for people away and people right here since I.
So that's good for building up your strength if you're feeling weak?
Yeah. Like back problems.
And
you got give you a lot of appetite. And if you got low blood, that will reduce your blood.
I see. And is there any strong back nearby?
Oh yeah.
That you could show me?
Yeah, I got them right home.
All right.
Yeah, I got them since yesterday.
Oh, you got some since yesterday?
Yeah,
all right,
I got
great.
the mixture together yesterday.
I see. Well, I haven't seen that plant yet.
Strongback?
Strongback, yeah, we were looking for it.
Oh, yeah? I got a lot of them down this way, man.
The yellow flower? Do you use that for anything?
Yeah, that's go to you boil it. And after they boil it, they use that to put in the smoothing iron. And after iron get hot, then they start ironing.
I see. But you don't use it medicinally then, it's just for when you're ironing things.
When you're ironing things, yeah.
So it just smooths out the cloth? Is that what it does?
Yeah.
So how do you use it? I mean, how do you gather some of the vine? Is that right? And then
gather some of the vine, and you get a piece of cloth, and then you You get the iron clean, real clean, then you start ironing.
I see. So the iron doesn't stick to the cloth?
No.
I see. But you don't use it medicinally for anything?
Nothing else.
Nothing else. Mm-hmm.